Hi everyone, Adele here from Epic Life 101. So, the first thing that we need to understand when it comes to business is that our business is all about people. Your customers are people, your team is made up of people, and the family that supports you in your epic entrepreneurial journey is people. And hey, guess what? You're a people too. So, you being a person as well means that every dynamic of our business is all about people. The customers that you serve are people, and they're the ones that bring in the revenue. Those that do the work and are rolling out the things in the business are people. We have to understand how to work with people. If you don't master the art of working with people, you are going to fall flat as an entrepreneur. You might be really good at what you do, but unless you know how to work with people, you are going to have a very, very short-lived entrepreneurial journey. But if you know how to work with people, you will have a fantastic entrepreneurial journey. So there's two core things that I want to share with you very, very quickly. We're going to go into this in a teeny tiny amount of detail, but in our epic business journey and our epic personal journey, we cover these at length and we make sure that you understand them and can apply them. But just to give you a taster, just to give you something that's going to help you today and give you a bit of an insight into how we differ as people, there are two main things that I'd like to share with you. And the first one is that we are different in our brain wiring as people. So we are different in how we are wired. This is made up of our behavioral traits, our experiences in life, and the things that we have been exposed to. The key thing that I have found in business that has made us so different, and if we understand it, will help us to understand the people that surround us and be able to maximize our relationships, is that we are wired differently. Now, there are four main profiles that we work with. The D, which is the dominant driver, the I, which is the influencer and the inspirer, the S, who is the steady, stable person, the person who likes systems and structures, and then your cautious compliant, the fourth one, who focuses on excellence. They're analytical and detail orientated. So your dominant driver is going to drive projects. They're going to get in the car and they're going to drive. They're going to make things happen. But because they're like that, they can be a little bit blunt sometimes, and they may look like they view projects over people, but they get stuff done. Your I is all about innovation, ideas, coming up with new ways of doing things. But they could come across as being not detail orientated and like they've always got their head in the clouds. They keep on wanting to change things, and that could frustrate people. But the I's are people that help us to move forward in the world and create new ways forward. Your S person is the person who likes systems and structures. That could be a bit frustrating to the I's and the D's because they want things to stay the same. They want a system and a structure and no change. But they're the ones that love people and are generally in tune with what's going on with the people around them, and they're great team players. And then you've got your cautious compliance. These are the people who are detail orientated, analytical. They want things done properly. So as much as that could be frustrating for vision and where you're going as an entrepreneur, these are the people that help us achieve excellence in our world. And they're wonderful for that. Now, as an entrepreneur, we need to understand that when we have conversations with our team, when we have conversations with our clients, we need to remember that in our relationships, we see the world differently based on our brain profiling. And based on that, we're going to come into conversations with different perspectives, but we're also going to have different motivators. So your D wants results, your I wants to see new vision being achieved, your S person wants to make sure everyone's happy and they're driven by harmony, and then your C person is driven by excellence. So when you're presenting ideas, when you're having conversations, when you're talking to customers, remember they see the world differently and they're going to come at it from a different perspective. Understand it and use it to grow the relationship. When you embrace other people's perspectives and don't push them away because they're not yours, this is going to help the relationship. Okay, so you see the world differently. You see the potholes, Mr. C, where I as the I am seeing vision. But what potholes should we know about? The C sees those before you do. The S person's going, well, I'm worried about the people. Actually, you're right. The people are going to need to be cared for during this journey. So how do you think that we can deal with this? And how do you think we can achieve it and make everyone feel comfortable? So these are the things that are going to help you going into a conversation, not to think that people are being confrontational and are pouring water on your idea, but as the visionary driver of your business, when we include other people's perspective, we get a better result. I always tell people it's like it's almost like the viewpoint on any game. If you take a rugby game, for example, when we want to check if a try was scored, we look at different angles from the different cameras. In our business, it's the same. We need different angles of perspective on a particular situation in order to get the best result. And then just very, very quickly, the second thing that I've found has been so beneficial when it comes to relationships is to understand different people's appreciation languages. This is a huge topic, guys. Like I said, our Epic Business Journey and our Epic Personal Journey has great content on this. But very, very quickly, Dr. Gary Chapman and Phil White put together a book called The Languages of Appreciation, based on Gary Chapman's experience in the secular world, being the private world, not the corporate world, and where he had literally for 20 years understood that people have different ways that they feel loved or appreciated. In the workplace, we can't use the word love, so let's use the word appreciation. There are 5 basic languages. Now, think about yourself and think about the people around you. Just like with personalities, everyone has a different language, and this is the important thing, is to understand our own and to understand theirs. When you understand your own and you understand theirs, we will understand that we operate out of our own language, just like we speak in English or Afrikaans or Zulu or Portuguese or Spanish or whatever your language is. Just the same way, in our appreciation, we show appreciation in our own language, but often that isn't understood. Just like in a normal verbal language, it isn't understood if we speak in different languages. So it's important for us to understand our own language and then to understand other people's languages so that we can speak in their language so that they understand when we're showing them appreciation. Why do you want to show people appreciation? Well, if you want to get the best out of your staff, you need to show them they're appreciated. Appreciation is the top reason why people leave companies. It is the top reason, according to research, why we have staff attrition, why we lose staff. What is that costing you in your business when you lose good people? It's costing you a lot. So here's the deal. When I understand this, I can work with my team better. When I understand this, I can show appreciation to my customers better, and I can show them appreciation in a language that they understand. And of course, I can do this with my family. Okay, so the 5 languages very quickly. Think about yourself. Number 1, the first one, we've got words of affirmation or words. So words of affirmation is where I tell you you're doing well, you're doing great, you are amazing. Words is where we have conversation. The second one is quality time. Quality time with each other. We don't have to be talking, we don't have to be doing that, but we need to be spending time with each other. The third one, physical touch. Obviously, this has limitations in the business, guys. All right. But this is the person who loves to have physical contact in their relationships. So that'll be the hugger. It'll be the person who shakes hands. It'll be the person who walks up to you and high fives you or just gives you that pat on the back. It's that person, right? The next one is gifts. Someone who loves to receive gifts to show them that they feel appreciated. The important thing is that it's a personalized gift, not a generic one for everybody. And the last one is acts of service. This is the person who does lots for people because they want to make them feel like they are appreciated. So it's a person who does things for them and will walk past you and say, hey, do you want a cup of coffee? Can I help you with anything? I'll carry that for you. They're the person that does lots of things for people, that gets them to see that they're appreciated. So think to yourself, what am I? Top 2, what are you? Think about the people around you. Usually they will show appreciation in the language that they want to be shown appreciation in. So often it's quite easy to see what language they are. Now, once you identify what language they are, it's important to think to yourself, right, I cannot show appreciation to them in my language. I need to show appreciation to them in their language. So make a list of all your personality profiles according to the staff, the top 2. So list your staff, list your customers, list your family. Go, right, what do I think they are? Okay, understand their perspective. Then make a list of all your customers, all of your staff, and all of your family. Think to yourself, what are their top 2 languages of appreciation? What do they do that I can think, that's what they are? And then show appreciation in that language. Don't show it in yours. So no good me giving somebody gifts if they don't receive appreciation in the form of gifts. Okay, and last but not least, entrepreneurs, salary is not appreciation. Salary is a trade for life. Okay, they're giving you time They're giving you their life, 8 hours a day. Salary is not a language of appreciation. Salary is a trade for life. Appreciation is something that goes above and beyond that to show them in a way that they understand that they are appreciated and valued and their contribution matters. Guys, it's been a bit of a longer video today. We go into this in a lot more detail and we explain it, and we have a test that you can do on both of these so that you can actually find out what your styles are and understand them in deeper content. But that is on our personal and our business, Epic Business and Personal Journey. So if you want that, check out our website, go onto it. It is life-changing, guys. This stuff has changed my life as an entrepreneur and as a wife, as a mother, as a friend. This stuff, these two concepts have changed my life. Sorry about the longer video. I usually like to keep this to 3 minutes, but I wanted to share this valuable content with you because you cannot afford to not know this stuff if you want to be a success and an epic entrepreneur.